I feel like I'm in nature wonderland out here today. But we're at the opening reception. Introduce yourself. Tell us your names, please.
Gwen and Marty Wyenn.
I'm Marty. She's Gwen.
She'll say that for both of you. Okay. Well, we're here at your opening reception, and just by glancing around a little bit, I see a lot of natural nature. Some thoughts about your work, and tell me a little bit about it, and that could go back and forth between the both of you.
Go, dear.
Well, we don't do people, right?
You don't do people.
We found that at an early age is that they're uncooperative and searching out butterflies and lighthouses and things that are stationary, right? Always work better.
Butterflies are stationary, and you're more apt to stay there?
Well, it's...
Sometimes, huh?
Depends on how.
If you stalk them at the height of the afternoon, right, with the high sun, they tend to move a little less quickly.
I noticed some sort of like certain shots of certain scenery areas. Give me your feedback about how you get some thoughts about what you want to shoot on that.
Well, actually, our son lives out in San Francisco, so
Oh,
while we were
nice.
out there, we went to the Santa Cruz amusement park, and we got a wonderful picture or two or three of the roller coaster, and we started to show that, and people started to say, "Oh my goodness, that's Coney Island," and of
No.
course it wasn't.
Did you go on the roller coaster, by the way?
No.
No.
No, never.
Never.
I'm probably along with you on that. But it's all very natural scenes. Actually, do you have a favorite we could maybe just go stand by real No, I know that's hard to pick one. Pick out one. Let's go stand by it for a second.
Well, we can go right
Let me
here.
follow
This
you.
was done just a few weeks ago, in fact.
And which one are we looking at here?
We're looking at the sloop Emma Berry. This is up in the Mystic Seaport Restoration area, right? And it's done in black and white, and typically most of our stuff is done with color, and in fact supersaturated colors to affect a hybrid between
Do
the
you do
photograph.
your own printing and developing, by the way?
Yes.
There's a technique about that that's usually very special. Some thoughts about your developing?
Actually, the only way I can describe it is that Marty works with the color. We both take the pictures, but Marty actually does the finishing touches. And what he does is he's basically working with just the pixels, just the color, and mostly just taking them out, not oversaturating them, but reducing them. And that's where we get the effects of the watercolor or the pastel.
Are you pointing to one back here?
Yeah,
Let's
if you
just
would
take a
just
step
look
back.
over here, you'll see it's more pastel. And that's what gives the effect. So
But it's a print. I mean, it's an actual. It's
a
a photograph. It's a
You're
photograph.
actually seeing the photo
Oh, wow.
that the camera saw. But what we've done is we've just worked with the color, taking out color.
It seems to
and
be
that's how it's
softer.
done.
It seems to have a softer image to it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
What happens is that when you turn around and you work with color, you are overlaying tinting, right? And each time you overlay color on top of a photographic image, you're basically squashing the pixels or softening them.
I
So
thought
instead of
squashing
having
pixels was against the law.
yes, and they
I read
run
that somewhere.
They run quickly.
They
but
run quickly, yes.
Yes.
You can see around the
It's a little
edges. You can see around the edges that you're losing definition, and it becomes more like a watercolor effect, a hybrid.
I could see that actually
right,
on the edges too. Yeah.
right around the edge. This is done with a softening fog kind of a filter.
But
just
this
to
is a
try to
real.
bring
This
it-
is a real place, right?
This is all
absolutely.
everything you see. We don't Photoshop or
What's that symbol
manipulate
stand
images.
for?
My name.
Ah, okay.
Our name.
Our last
Your
name
last
is
name.
Wyenn, and it's pronounced like the letters Y and N.
Let me ask you this: how do you feel about people seeing your work?
Love it.
You do?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Well, this is new for us. We were
What's new?
basically amateur photographers,
Really?
right? Until about a year and a half ago, when I started doing my own printing and started working on this technique with the colors, right? To which we started getting a response. Ended up
There's
doing
nothing like a good response, right?
a fundraiser.
How do you
at-
feel about being here, Phelan, at the library on the art gallery, Pine Gallery here? What do you think?
Totally excited.
It is.
Totally exciting. We were approached at one of the first street fairs that we had ever tried. And
In
it
Fairlawn.
was in Fairlawn.
Oh, very good. I probably ran right by you.
You probably did.
I usually cover those too.
And the nicest part was is that people were stopping and really appreciating the work. And part of our statement is, like we really want you to say it's really cool. And people were actually just stopping and saying, wow, that's really cool. How did you do that? So it's wonderful to be able to, kind of just share the art with people. It's wonderful that it's appreciated. And as I said before, it gives us a lot of pleasure. A lot of
Well,
pleasure.
it's always exciting to have artists and get a chance just to say hi.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people just see work, but never get a chance to really see some vibes from the people themselves. Best of luck. We're going to share this with as many people as we can. This is your grand opening. Enjoy your day. And I'm just going to take a couple of cutaways of your work. A pleasure meeting both of you.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Good luck in
Very
the future.
nice.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.